Hey yo, this is YetiWhiskers, and welcome back to the farmhouse. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little break we took, working on our automated storage cave. I'm feeling much better now. We're hanging out up here on the waterfall above our storage cave with our good friend the mountain cow. But today we're going to be working on the interior of the house, so we should hopefully be able to move in after today's video. Finally, right? So to start things off, we're going to be working on the upstairs and fancifying that a little bit. And then we'll work on the downstairs. So let's head over to the house, and I'll jump back once we get in there. Alright, welcome to upstairs. So up here, we're going to have the closet over here, in this corner over here, and then over here we'll have the bedroom, and maybe a little desk or something over here. And originally I was planning on having a bunch of chests in the closet, and then using this as my main storage area, but then I kind of realized pretty quick that that's not nearly enough storage space. So then I came up with the idea for the automated storage cave, which is just back in here behind the waterfall there. And we worked on that a little bit in the last video. So instead what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have a few chests in here and then some armor stands and put in like some armor in there, kind of like our clothes are hanging up or something like that instead. So we're going to do that, but first, it looks really weird in here. We've only worked on the exterior, so we need to fix this up a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is line this up here. And we're going to go up this. We're going to... Oh, too far this way. We need to go back one more block. We're going to make an outline for the door. And there's not going to be like an actual door in here. It's just going to be an empty doorway. Let's see. Jump up here. 2 blocks, and then we'll jump up over here. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's see. We'll put this clay here. And we'll come across like this. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So we'll have this like archway kind of thing leading into our closet. And then let's close off the rest of this wall and close out above here so it looks a little bit better. Oops, little mistake block there. And fill this in. Yeah, I think that's good. So then we got a little bit of separation between our bedroom and our closet. I think that'll be good. So in here, I've been debating on what I want to use for ceiling. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do, so I think we're going to put glowstone all the way back across here just to keep this lit up, and hopefully a bunch of it will be hidden by like our chests or our armor stand, and if not, that's okay. I don't mind the texture too much. I know some people really don't like it, but it doesn't bug me too much, and so I'm okay with it showing up a little bit. Maybe we'll have to go every other one. I don't have enough yet. So let's see, let's start over here. So every other one. Oh man. Epic fails. Here we go. Try again. Skip one. And then we're going to want one right here. This should be plenty big and bright enough with just going every other one. Mostly we just don't want mobs spawning in our closet. You got to change your armor and, you know, creeper blows up. That wouldn't be good. Let's see. Get those all out. Perfect. Okay. Maybe for this back wall here, we'll add, let's see, some clay blocks if I can here. Yeah, make that all solid clay. Perfect. So excuse my sniffles again. I'm still getting over the cold flu thing that I've had. Feeling much better today, better than I have in a long time. I haven't gone to work almost all week. I went in Monday, and then after that, this has got to me really bad. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So you have to help me decide. I've been debating on keeping just this stone up here. We'll have to add something here, obviously. In here, or I've also thought about adding in some birch. Let's see, stairs. We'll make those real quick, and you can help me decide if that's something that we want to do. Let's see, just make a bunch of stairs real quick, and we can look at it together. Let's see, let's do something like. I think I don't want to do dark oak again on the top because it's just too dark. So I think the birch will give a good mixture of color. I'm not 100% on that, but we'll put it up there and we'll leave it there for now. And then we can come back and change it later if we decide we don't like it. We're out. Let's make some more. My table go. There it is. So another thing that would be fun to talk about while we're doing this today is some of the vacations that I've had with my family growing up, we've had some pretty interesting vacations, to say the least. Like, whenever we go on vacation, there has to be something that goes wrong. Let's try and see if we can squeeze something back in there. That doesn't look horrible. I don't know if I love it, though. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. May change my mind. So, in between 8th and 9th grade for me, which was a little while ago, I won't say how long ago, so, you know, I don't feel too old. But, between 8th and 9th grade, my family decided to, one of my cousins got married in Indiana, and I grew up in Idaho, so we had to travel, you know, pretty much across the country. And my parents decided, hey, this would be a good time to, you know, stop and see some sights and, I don't know, give us some culture. And let's see, I think I'm going to do this to cover up all the glowstone. Of course, I don't have enough. So on this this expedition, we borrowed my grandparents' trailer, and let's just say by the end it didn't look so great. We had all kinds of issues with it. Hold on a sec, let me get these ready so I can think. So it took us, I want to say, like 4 or 5 days to drive out there, and in the midst of doing all of this, we ran into a bunch of problems. So day one, we're gonna have to push this out maybe. Yeah, that's okay, I don't mind that. So day one, we are traveling. We're heading to Yellowstone, which isn't too far from where I grew up. And oh yeah, I like that. Very nice. Maybe we'll put another one or two back here. Perfect. Okay. So then I've got a few different armors gathered. Some of them I've created, and some of them I just picked up off of mobs. You know, sometimes skeletons or whatever. Spawn with these. When you kill them, they drop them. But, so yeah, day one, we are traveling down the road. We've been on the road for maybe hour and a half, 2 hours tops. And we, the kids, so I have 3 siblings, so there are 4 of us sitting in the back, and then my parents are sitting in the front. And so we're driving along, hour and a half, 2 hours later, and then all of a sudden we hear, in the back, we hear this big bang! We start shaking like crazy. And what had happened is, I guess the car in front of us decided to like randomly just stop and turn left, and didn't give my dad very much notice. At least that's what he claims, right? Anyway, so he slams on his brakes, and he does everything he can to avoid the wreck that's like almost inevitable. And luckily, luckily there's just enough space for us, his truck, the RV, to like get in between the car, and then there's on the side there's like a guardrail. So my dad like demolishes this guardrail and bangs up the side of the RV, like does serious damage to it. So what got damaged was there was like a an awning on the side. So it had like these little things sticking down on the side. You could move them out, and then there's like an awning, so like a little shelter kind of thing for shade mostly. You could pull it off, and like when you're set for camping, you had a little bit of shelter over the doorway to get in and out. But yeah, so the legs to that awning got like completely destroyed, and were sticking out all funky. So we had to pull over. My parents had to make sure, you know, the kids were okay. Luckily we were. Nothing serious happened to us. And then let's see, put some music boxes here. These are going to be like our end tables for our bed. And then, let's see, grab some carpet. I'm going to need to go grab another bed here real quick. Goodbye, torch. So yeah, then we got out. Well, luckily we had some twine. We could we had to end up tying the legs to the camper, the RV, Otherwise, they were sticking like 90 degrees out. You know, we would have hit a few more other things. So that was day one of our trip. So I'm going to go get another bed, and I will finish up this room, and then I'll get back and tell you a little bit more about our story. And welcome back. So something happened while I was off camera. I got a little bit crazy and just decided to finish most of the interior of the house. So as you come right in, you also may have noticed I've changed the doors to this lighter color. I think that'll mix things up a little bit better. So as you walk in to the left here, you've got a nice little sitting room with some sofas, a nice little carpet. We've got some glowstone hiding under there to light things up, and then, you know, some end tables and nice little picture there, painting. Over here we just got a little bit of green, nothing too fancy. And then you open up the double doors into the kitchen here, and you see we got a refrigerator, we got a sink, basin, our furnace or stove, and then we've got a like breakfast nook type area over here. And this is just a small little farmhouse, so I think this is pretty fitting for the theme that we've got going. And then we've got upstairs. We'll go and take a look at what we've done. So we've got ourselves a nice little desk over here with some, you know, greenery and some details, and then we can pretend like these maybe are like some sort of like shining lights to keep, you know, when you're trying to make yourself look pretty or something, I don't know, or you're reading at your desk or something. And then we've added the bed over here, and then in here we've added another layer of chests, and then I've added some crafting tables. Just figured it'd be handy to have those in there. And then something I'm going to need you guys' help with is deciding whether or not to keep these little shutters or not shutters, but blinds. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards no right now. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe a different color if you guys have a suggestion for some blinds. Over here, I've got it without. So the last thing that we need to do is to just finish up adding a ceiling. We want the ceiling to match what's going on upstairs, so we're just going to do a bunch of slabs just like this all the way across, and kind of mix up our color like we did before. So I was hoping that we could just, with the half slab that we have up here, keep it all in the same block, but Minecraft doesn't let us do that, so that's okay. But this will give us some time to finish our story. So day one, we ruined the awning. Later that night or the next night, I can't remember which, as kids, we'd been sitting in the back. I said that meant in the actual RV, and we'd been using the restrooms in there, the toilet, and we had not been turning on the water pump because you can't do that with the RV that we had while it was running. And the septic tank backed up, and when we finally got to our campsite that first night, we had to go find a stick. And this is the weirdest thing, is like, you're at a campground, right? You think sticks would be easy to find? Wrong. Completely wrong. For some reason, and I have no idea why, we could not find a stick in this place. It took us forever. Anyway, we did eventually find a stick, and we had to push like all the toilet paper and stuff that we had been trying to use. We had to push that all down with the stick, and we called it the poop stick, and chased my sister around. You know, I'm a teenager at that point. Chased her around, and she hated it, but it was a good time for us boys. We loved it. So I think right here we're gonna have to fill this in with some dark oak, but I think that'll look good. I think that'll look nice. Yeah, I really like it. So that was day 1.5/2. The next day we were driving through Wyoming, getting close to the Dakotas, and we realized that we were going to be there for Sturgis, which is a huge motorcycle rally. And my dad decided, we're close enough, let's drive through and see what we can see. And we ended up seeing thousands and thousands of motorcycles, and we actually ended up in like this canyon. It was pretty scenic driving. It was really beautiful to look at, but we were stuck. We were like this giant RV with like thousands of motorcycles, and that was all you could see. There actually ended up being an accident, and we got stuck in traffic there for a long time. It took us a long time to get in and out, and by the time we got to Mount Rushmore, we're close enough. We just decided to forget about a campsite, and we ended up sleeping in the Walmart parking lot in our RV, which is fine. No big deal there, but we eventually saw Mount Rushmore the next day. So then a few days later, I decided I needed to... I'd been calling my girlfriend at the time. I'd been calling her for you know, every day, just letting her know how things were going. And I borrowed my dad's truck keys, got in the truck to get the cell phone, called my girlfriend, and locked the keys in the truck. We ended up having to break out one of the back, like, it was like a half cab in the back. Had to break out one of those windows. So, yeah, not so fun. But I think this is looking pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. I really like the change of colors up top and up bottom. I think it mixes things up pretty well. It looks like it's nighttime outside. So we'll go ahead and sleep before we get in trouble. Somebody comes sneaking in. So then after that, we finally get into Indiana to visit my family. We pull into their house. They've got tons of trees. And, excuse me, the RV had a skylight over the bathroom, and as we were pulling in to like find our parking spot that we're going to stay at for the duration of the wedding, we ended up destroying the skylight. So we're down the awning legs. We have managed to back up the septic system. We had a huge delay. Anyway, we finally get there. Everything's good. Wedding's great. Everything goes well there. Then on our way home, we decided to stop in Omaha, Nebraska, which is the site of the College World Series for baseball. And my dad is a huge baseball fan. And I don't know if I love this transition, but that's okay. Maybe we'll figure something else out later. But for now, I think that's good. Anyway, so yeah, we went to Rosenblatt Stadium, which is in Omaha, and checked out the field. And then as we were leaving Omaha, we ended up losing a tire on the RV. And so it was like, I was on a Sunday, and so a lot of places were closed anyway. And anyway, it was like a 4-hour delay on the overpass. We were stuck there, and it was like blazing hot, miserable. But yeah, so that was our RV experience. We ended up finally getting home, and everyone was safe and sound. Luckily, all the people managed to stay unharmed. It was just the RV that had seen better days. But anyway, thanks for watching today, guys. We got the interior all looking good, and we can move ourselves in. Let me know what you think about the curtains. Maybe we can't see them. And then also what you think about the different roofs, if you have any different opinions. Again, thanks for watching so much. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and Twitter.